Headlines tonight include a very successful health fair at the senior citizens in Montgomery County earlier today. I spoke with some folks, those interviews forthcoming, and it wasn't all about the health fair either, but also about some other events and some other things that some of those organizations are involved in. It's some good news. We'll pass that along to you. An update on the Parkway expansion project in just a few moments. I've got a map of 2 alternative routes that the Kentucky Department of Transportation is looking at as it relates to the expansion of the Parkway from Sayersville to Prestonsburg, a whole lot of other news, and we'll also have a reminder about a big event this weekend. Starts Friday alongside when the nice weather gets here after this string of showers, thunderstorms, and pattern that hangs around through mid to late Friday evening. We start off tonight just confirming that a tornado did touch down in that activity and the storms that rolled through parts of Kentucky last night. This was an EF0. It was confirmed to have touched down 5 to 6 miles to the south of Richmond. EF0 was confirmed to be the speed. The National Weather Service was on the ground early this morning surveying the damage left behind. We don't know of any structures that saw any serious damage, but the winds in the area associated with that did, of course, cause some damage to some structures. We know of no injuries, most importantly, that were sustained with that system. We'll talk about tonight's weather in just a few moments. We have to sadly also start the show tonight talking about the death of a Stambo man, a man from Johnson County who died as a result of his vehicle colliding with a tractor trailer that was operated by a Sayersville man. It all happened early this morning on Route 23, around 3:30 or so from my understanding. The Kentucky State Police has confirmed that the Commercial Vehicle Enforcement Division of the KSP is handling the investigation into the 2-vehicle collision. It happened on US 23 in Johnson County, and as I said, sometime around 3:36 to be precise. Throughout the preliminary investigation of Commercial Vehicle Enforcement, they say they determined that a Danny L. Rice of Stambo was operating his Chevy Trailblazer southbound in the northbound lane of travel on US 23. And at the same time, in the same area, Mr. James Kern of Sayersville was operating a 2015 Peterbilt traveling northbound in the northbound lane when the 2 vehicles collided. The collision happened between the 2 where the tractor and trailer would attach to one another, and after the collision the vehicle, the SUV, came to a final rest on 23, and it was there at that very location that Johnson County Coroner J.R. Frisbee pronounced Mr. Rice dead at the scene. Now, as for Mr. Kern, the Sayersville man who was operating the commercial vehicle, he declined and refused medical treatment on scene. The entire situation remains under investigation by Officer Dennis Hutchison of the Kentucky State Police, as well as the commercial vehicle enforcement officers on scene. And while they're still trying to determine just exactly why Mr. Rice was traveling in the wrong direction in the northbound lane of travel, they have confirmed that dense fog may have also played a significant part in that collision. The following is a map depicting a couple of alternative routes that would extend the Mountain Parkway from Sayersville to Prestonsburg. It also comes along with a reminder about a public meeting to be held in Prestonsburg at Prestonsburg Elementary on the 14th. The Kentucky Transportation Cabinet is inviting citizens, and most certainly those individuals along the way, of course anyone who travels the route, to provide input on these 2 options under consideration for extending the Mountain Parkway from Sayersville to Prestonsburg. They're going to hold a public meeting next Tuesday, the 14th, at Prestonsburg Elementary to present information on these 2 potential options to create a 4-lane road, either widening along the existing corridor of Kentucky 114 or constructing a new road along a cross-country corridor to the north of Kentucky 114. They're going to take the public's feedback and input from that meeting and help determine whether the Mountain Parkway expansion team should continue to study a cross-country option between Sayersville and Prestonsburg, or instead focus planning and design work on the widening of Kentucky 114. And as you can see, it would basically take away most all of the existing route between the 2 eastern Kentucky cities. The cross-country alignment seen to the top of your screen and to the north of the existing 114, obviously, would basically go around most all of 114 as it currently exists between Sayersville and Prestonsburg. Now, once again, that meeting's next Tuesday, and it's going to be at Prestonsburg Elementary. I'll keep reminding you about it between now and then. I don't have the time in this current announcement, but I'll have that posted on the program here in our community calendar announcements for the next several days and leading up to Tuesday's meeting. And a reminder, our focus tomorrow, one of our focuses tomorrow, will be the upcoming Ivy Point reenactment, the Battle of Ivy Point, which is this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday's weather forecast kind of half and half, but I believe the good half is going to work out for what they have planned. Nevertheless, the weekend looks great, and they've got a whole lot of things, including those presentations on behalf of the Kentucky Humanities Council. I've looked into those. They do look quite impressive and impactful, and a whole lot of other things planned. If I have time to work it in tonight, we'll talk more about the reenactment. For now, I need you to know that it is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at the Gardner Farm here in Sagersville, and if I don't have time to talk about it in more detail in a moment, we'll certainly talk about it in more detail before I leave. I'll be right back with more headlines.
To get high-speed internet on their state-of-the-art fiber optic network for all of your home and business solutions, or to watch TV without a contract on over 200 digital channels with superb quality, or stay connected with family and friends with 24/7 telephone service you can always depend on, contact Foothills Broadband today. Or just click on their link to the right to find out how they're working to provide the latest in communications at affordable prices with exceptional service at Foothills Broadband.
The Lloyd M. Hall Community Center was indeed the place for one of the best health fairs ever, sponsored by the Magoffin County Senior Citizen Center. Dozens of vendors and organizations were very well represented. And while I slid in just in time, fortunately, my prior appointment lasted a little long, but fortunately, so I didn't take a scolding on behalf of Marlene Howard. I made it well before everyone closed up shop, and I got to talk to several of the vendors, and I learned quite a lot. We spoke with a whole lot of representatives from several healthcare facilities who were there offering their services as they do in their own structures or building or locales in the community. They bring these services to various parts of the community throughout the year, and today they were at the Magoffin County Senior Citizen Center for the Community Health Fair.
They were taking it to the streets today in Sagersville. To be more specific, taking free services and information to the Magoffin County Senior Citizen Center. Not just for our senior citizens, however. This was a full-blown community health fair with perhaps their best turnout ever in regards to vendors. Certainly one of the best they have had. Dozens of vendors showing up with free services and information. Folks like the Paul B. Hall Medical Center, represented by Sherry Blair, and some others today. They were on hand giving out free information, diabetes, blood pressure information, cholesterol checks, and information about the services and treatment available at the Wound Care Center, which, by the way, is going to be the topic at one of this month's events. They'll be putting emphasis on diabetes support and treatment as they are bringing back a very popular program.
We are getting ready to bring back our diabetes support group at Paul B. Hall. Our next meeting will be April the 16th at 7 o'clock in the cafeteria at Paul B. Hall. It is free to the public. We welcome anyone to come, anyone that may have a family member that's diabetic or diabetic themselves. We would love to have you come and be a part of our support group. This month's topic will be our Wound Care Center. Our RN that currently works there, she will be speaking on diabetes and wounds, how to take care of skin conditions or any problems that you might have associated with wounds.
And it's things like those services and today's participation that shows that Paul B. Hall works very hard in taking their services and assistance into the community. And in fact, they're headed back to Magoffin County a little later on this month with them some more free health care services and information right up the road.
At Paul B. Hall, we try to get to any kind of event in any county. We love coming to Magoffin County. We actually will be in Magoffin County again on April the 30th at South Magoffin Fire Department. We are our diabetic coalition that is sponsored by various counties. We will be going to the fire department there and offering all kinds of services. It's not just Paul B. Hall, it will be other community services as well. I believe the time is from 2 until 6 that day, so please come out. We'll be doing A1C screenings, cholesterol screenings, just all kinds of good information on any type of health problem you may have.
And some other folks were on hand to help and to remind us that it's not always about physical illness, but it can be about conditions brought on by illness or disease, and that they too can have a great weight on the shoulders of our senior citizens. The Appalachian Regional Healthcare Center's Senior Care Program has been a great success and one that they're implementing into the Magoffin and other county areas.
The Senior Care Program with Morgan County ARH has been around about 7 or 8 years. We're trying to promote more in Magoffin County so we can get some patients from this area. What we do is we bring patients into our program. We can provide transportation. We pick them up in our ARH van. They stay for the day. Our patients usually come 2 or 3 days a week, depending on their needs. We provide services for, it's group counseling. We work with depression, anxiety, and a lot of times our seniors have a loss of a loved one that has brought on the depression. We do some nursing classes with them while they're there. We bring them in and we check their blood pressure and just kind of keep an eye on their medical health as well.
Morgan County ARH's Senior Care Center offers seniors the guidance to cope with a whole lot of life's challenges, whether it be anxiety, depression, worry, hesitation, changes in sleep, or a host of other complications that could arise from, well, life's challenges. You can call the Morgan County Appalachian Regional Health Care Center to find out more and how you can be a part of and have some fun too, I believe, in the senior care program. And all of this was only a small part of all the services and what could be seen at today's health fair. That once again was a great success for our community.
Oh, we had a wonderful turnout. I think this is one of the best health fairs that we have had, especially with their exhibitors. I was surprised at how many actually showed up. It lets people know what services are available in the community, because you'd be surprised how many organizations offer services to our public that people don't know about. So when they come together like this, even other agencies gets to corroborate services with each other.
And not just today, but the Magoffin County Senior Citizen Center is always an active place. There's always something going on. Case in point, the senior games are coming up. This is for anyone over 50 years of age, whether you are a participant in the Senior Citizen Center or not. The only stipulation is you've got to get your application in with everybody else by this Friday to meet the deadline to be able to participate.
Anyone over the age of 50 can participate in these senior games. They take place over at Jeannie Wiley Spillway. We play games all day long, and then there's an awards banquet that the seniors love to go to, and we love competing with the other counties, especially Pike County. So every time one of our seniors win an award, we just clap and have a good time. But it's anybody that's over the age of 50 can sign up to participate in these games.
Also coming up is another trip to the bowling alley. Marlene says that for the first time, they loaded up and went to the bowling alley a few days ago, and it was a huge hit. Everyone had, pardon the pun, a ball. It was such a great night out that they're going again. So if you want to take a little bowling trip and see how much fun they're having, well, be sure and call the Senior Citizen Center, 349-5152. Couple of announcements as we turn to tonight's Magoffin Farm Bureau sponsored community calendar, and it's a birthday. This is a big one. Some are just bigger than the others. And it's a happy 13th birthday to Matthew Cole. He's a teenager. Happy birthday, Matthew. With a whole lot of love from your mom and dad and a whole lot of friends and family. He's 13. Matthew Cole, happy birthday to you. A couple of reminders I need to pass along on the calendar. A big sale tomorrow at St. Luke's Church here on Parkway Drive in Sagersville. All clothing and shoes, $2 a bag. Yes, a whole bag for $2, and it's tomorrow 9 till 2 at St. Luke's. And starting this week, the Free Hunters Education class. It's starting this week, and it's going to be Friday and Saturday evenings at 6 to 9. Saturday morning they'll start at 9 at the Magoffin County Sportsman Club on Spurlock Hollow. And this is for anyone 9 years of age or older. You can register online at fw.ky.gov or call 349-2018 to find out more. And that's to get your certification in the Free Hunters Education course for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday over the course of the weekend. Kearney Free Will Baptist Church is showing the Passion of the Christ this Saturday at 6, and this is your invitation. And one announcement tonight in memoriam of, it says, our mother, Mary Easter Hall, on what would have been her birthday. Greatly missed and loved by her children, Herschel, Loretta, and Rose. To get high-speed internet on their state-of-the-art fiber optic network for all of your home and business solutions, or to watch TV without a contract on over 200 digital channels with superb quality, or stay connected with family and friends with 24/7 telephone service you can always depend on, contact Foothills Broadband today. Or just click on their link to the right to find out how they're working to provide the latest in communications at affordable prices with exceptional service at Foothills Broadband.
I got to speak with a representative of a regional hospice care center or facility earlier today, Appalachian Hospice Care, and I learned that, well, among other things, they've been around for several years, and that they are dedicated to much more than just promoting their services to any and all who need them, but also to promoting our area, our people, and the things that hopefully might attract other folks to the region, including the Dawkins Trail.
I spoke with Stephanie Healy earlier today. She's the Community Development Director at Appalachian Hospice Care. And she tells me that Appalachian Hospice Care has been around 27 years now, serving currently the 5 big sandy counties of Magoffin, Morgan, Johnson, Floyd, and Pike. And she tells me that not only is their focus on hospice care and for those individuals and families who are having to struggle and bear through such terrible diseases as cancer and Alzheimer's, but they have also other focuses on our community at large. A case in point would be a big event, the second annual of which is coming up on our own Dawkins Trail later on in June.
We were here just to really make people aware, should they have needs within the hospice community, that we are here to provide the services. Most people think that hospice only takes care of patients who have cancer. And yes, it is. We take care of patients who are terminally ill, but Alzheimer's is a diagnosis that many people are getting, and it's just booming, that and dementia. And we also provide care for those patients, COPD, it's not just cancer. So we're trying to make people aware that you don't have to have a physician to make the referral. But if you have questions, we're happy to come out and just talk to you about what we do. And the importance hospice is that early relationship, not the last hours of a patient's life. We want to be there 6-10 months out so that we can form a relationship, we can help the family, because oftentimes the caregivers have enormous stress on them caring for someone who is ill. And we have 5 disciplines within our agency. We have a social worker, nurses, aides. We can provide respite care, chaplains for those people who need someone to talk to. And so we just are wanting people to know that we really don't want you to think that hospice, I'm coming on to hospice and we're passing away, we're dying. We want you to live the fullest life that you have left in the best way possible. We don't want you drugged. We want you to be able to be alert, awake, talking to your families, but pain-free as best that we can control it, and celebrating each day that you have here on earth.
Healy says as they work so hard to promote their Appalachian Hospice Care program and all the services therein, that they are also hard at work supporting our community and helping us maybe have a good time and get healthy at the same time. It's a win-win-win. Case in point, coming up soon, the Dawkins Rail Trail Bike and Hike Rally for Hospice. Now, this is a fundraising event, but it's one that has had a huge success in its first ever event last year, one they suspect they'll build on this year, and of course it's going to take place in the Dawkins Trail a little later on the 6th day of June. It's one of a couple of events they already have on their calendar. They're going to join together for an entire weekend of big fun in the Big Sandy Pedal, Run, and Paddle called the Purple Craze. That's June the 5th through the 7th, if that's your thing. But if you want to take a trip down the Dawkins with them, June the 6th is the date you want to mark on your calendar, and I'll be giving you that date as it gets a bit closer.
We decided last year we wanted people to know what an incredible trail that we have in this area and the beauty. So we decided to do a bike race, and we had over 100 people to attend the bike race. We had people from the metropolitan area, Louisville, Lexington, West Virginia, Tennessee, Virginia, and they came on a Saturday morning, and some people walked as groups and others raced and did that 18 miles in under 30 minutes, which is remarkable to me. But most importantly, we were a community there working to promote the Dawkins and the beauty and what it offers for this area. We're great believers in it, and this is our second year to do it. And it's going to be on June the 6th, starting at 10 a.m. And it's a fundraiser for us, but more importantly, it gives money back to the trail to keep the trail in good working condition, and it spreads the word. We send out mailers, flyers, we have a Facebook page about it, just trying to promote the trail to get people here.
And of course, that's another reminder coming your way from us here at Your News Today. Now, coming at you right now, well, some more chances of some showers and thunderstorms. This is radar data from right around the 6 o'clock hour, and it shows we're still sitting dry, but not for much longer, as we expect a few of these to work their way into the area. I'm hoping that they'll be weakening in nature before they arrive, but more cells are developing to our west and north. So keep that in mind, and keep your eye, once again, as you did last night, on the weather. As far as conditions tonight, you saw what's coming. Also coming is right around a 59-degree low. Also coming thereafter, some dense fog. More of it, and that will, of course, accompany some mostly cloudy to cloudy skies tonight. And keep in mind that dense fog will stick around into your Thursday morning. But look at tomorrow's daytime high, 82 degrees, a low of 61, partly sunny. But also with that, I'm hopeful we'll see more sun than showers and storms, but a good shot of some more showers and thunderstorms on your Thursday, and they'll really intensify, I think, as we get into Thursday night, and that's when our next system really plays into part the forecast of Friday. Temperatures will drop down to 70, more showers and storms ending mid to late Friday afternoon. Temperatures cooling on into your weekend as well. We're still talking about temperatures Saturday 64 with sunshine and 71 and sunny on your Sunday. For now, that's your Licking Valley RACC forecast, and that indeed is my time. Thank you so much for being a part of it, and have a good night.